Most budgets fail in the first week. Not because you're bad with money, because the budget itself is too complicated. You download an app. You build a spreadsheet with 40 categories. You promise yourself this time will be different. Then Tuesday happens. A birthday, a flat tire, a random Target run. Suddenly the whole plan feels broken. So you give up and go back to guessing. I want to show you a simpler way. One that actually survives real life. A budget you can set up tonight and fix your money in 30 days. No apps, no 40 categories, no shame. Here's the truth most money advice misses. A budget isn't a punishment. It's a plan for the money you already have. The problem isn't that you spend. Everyone spends. The problem is that money moves too fast to see. You get paid, and within days it's gone. You can't remember where, and you can't explain why. That fog is the real enemy. Not lattes, not takeout, not you. So the fix is simple. We turn the fog into 3 clear buckets. That's it. 3 buckets, 1 number each, and a 30-day test. Bucket 1 is needs. This is rent, utilities, groceries, transport, minimum debt payments. Bucket 2 is wants. This is takeout, streaming, hobbies, shopping, the fun stuff. Bucket 3 is future. This is savings, extra debt payoff, and money for your goals. The starting split most people can live with is 50, 30, 20. 50% of take-home pay for needs, 30 for wants, 20 for future. Let's put real numbers on it so it clicks. Say your take-home pay is $3,000 a month. Needs get $1,500, wants get $900, future gets $600. If your take-home is $4,000, it becomes $2,000, $1,200, and $800. The percentages stay the same. The dollars scale with your paycheck. Now, don't panic if your real life doesn't match those numbers yet. Almost nobody hits 50, 30, 20 on day one. The point isn't to be perfect. The point is to see where you actually are. Here's your first move tonight. Grab your last full month of bank and card statements. Open a blank note or a simple sheet. Make 3 columns, needs, wants, future. Go line by line and drop each charge into 1 bucket. Don't overthink it. If groceries and a candy bar are on the same receipt, call the whole thing needs. Close enough. Add up each column. Divide by your take-home pay. Those are your real percentages. This step alone is where the fog lifts. Most people find their wants number is way higher than they guessed. Not because they're reckless, because small charges hide in plain sight. A $10 app here, a $15 delivery fee there, a $40 impulse buy on Sunday. None of them feel like much. Together they can eat $300 or $400 a month. Cutting one $10 streaming service saves $120 a year. Cutting a $60 subscription you forgot about saves $720 a year. Packing lunch 3 days a week instead of buying it can save around $2,000 a year. That's the simple math, and it adds up faster than any side hustle. Now here's the 30-day part. This is where the budget actually fixes your money. Week 1 is just watching. No cuts, no guilt, no changes. You write down every dollar that leaves your account, every single one. You can use a note on your phone, a small notebook, or a plain spreadsheet. The tool doesn't matter, the habit does. At the end of week 1, look at your wants column. Circle the top 3 biggest categories. For most people, it's food out, shopping, and subscriptions. Yours might be different. That's fine. Week 2, you make one small change to each of those 3 categories. Not a total ban, a small doable change you can actually keep. Maybe you cook 2 extra dinners at home. Maybe you cancel 1 subscription. Maybe you set a $20 cap on impulse buys. Small changes stick. Big bans break. Week 3, you set up your future bucket to move automatically. Log into your bank and schedule a transfer to savings the day after you get paid. Start with whatever number feels almost too easy. Even $25 a paycheck is fine. The goal right now isn't the amount. It's the habit of paying your future self first. If you wait until the end of the month to save, there's nothing left. Every time. Automating the transfer flips the script. Future gets paid first. Wants get what's left. Week 4 you review. Sit down for 15 minutes and look at all 4 weeks. How close did you get to 50, 30, 20? Where did money still leak out? Which small change felt easy? Which one felt like a fight? Keep the easy ones. Drop the ones that made you miserable. A budget you hate won't survive months 2. Now let's talk about the 2 things that quietly wreck budgets. The first is surprise expenses. Car repairs, medical bills, a broken phone. They feel like emergencies, but really, they're just life. Life is going to keep happening. That's why your future bucket needs a small side pocket called a buffer. Even a starter buffer of $500 changes everything. Because next time the tire blows, you don't reach for a credit card, you reach for the buffer. The second budget killer is all or nothing thinking. You have one bad weekend, blow past your wants number and decide the whole budget is ruined. So you quit, and a month later, you're back to square one, more frustrated than before. Use a better rule. One bad day is a data point, not a failure. You don't have to start over. You just start again tomorrow. The people who win with money aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who restart faster. Let's zoom out and see what 30 days of this actually looks like. By day 7, you know where your money is really going. The fog is gone. By day 14, you've made 3 small changes and freed up real cash each week. By day 21, money is moving to your future bucket without you thinking about it. By day 30, we have a rhythm, a number, a plan that fits your actual life. You won't feel rich yet, that's not the point. You'll feel something better, in control. And control is what turns a paycheck into progress. A quick word on debt, because it's on a lot of minds. If you have high interest debt, keep making minimum payments inside your needs bucket. Then use part of your future bucket to pay a little extra on the smallest balance first. When that one is gone, roll that payment into the next debt, then the next. It's slow at the start and fast at the end. Almost everyone underestimates how fast. And a word on income. Budgeting won't fix a paycheck that's too small to cover real needs. If your needs alone are eating 90% of your take-home pay, the answer isn't guilt. The answer is a bigger paycheck over time, cheaper fixed costs, or both. A budget will show you which one to chase first. That clarity is worth a lot. Here's what I love about the simple 3-bucket system. It doesn't care if you earn $20,000 a year or $200,000. It scales. It survives messy months. It forgives one bad weekend. And it turns a scary word, budget, into something a lot friendlier. A plan, a guide, a quiet little map for your money. So let's make this real before you close this video. Tonight, pull up last month's statements and sort them into needs, wants, future. Tomorrow, pick your top 3 wants categories and choose one small change for each. This weekend, schedule an automatic transfer to savings, even if it's tiny. Then run the 30-day test and see what changes. Not just in your account, in your head. Because once you can see your money clearly, you stop being afraid of it. You start making calm decisions instead of guilty ones. You stop saying, I don't know where it goes, and start saying, here's where it's going next. That shift is the whole game, and it's closer than you think. One simple budget, 3 buckets, 30 days. That's how you go from guessing to guiding, from reacting to planning, from I hope this covers it to I already know it does. You don't need a finance degree. You don't need a fancy app. You don't need more willpower. You need a plan small enough to actually follow. This is that plan. Try it for the next 30 days. Then come back and tell me what shifted. I have a feeling it'll be more than just your bank balance. Let me leave you with a few extra tools you can use inside this system. The first is what I call the 24-hour rule for anyone's purchase over $50. You see it, you want it, you write it down and wait 1 full day. If you still want it tomorrow and it fits your wants number, buy it with a clear conscience. Most of the time, the urge fades and the money stays. The second tool is a weekly 10-minute money check-in. Same day, same time every week. Sunday morning with coffee works great. You open your bank app, glance at your 3 buckets, and adjust for the week ahead. 10 minutes a week beats 3 hours of panic at the end of the month. The third tool is a simple sinking fund for known expenses that only hit sometimes. Car insurance every 6 months. Holiday gifts in December. An annual subscription in March. Instead of getting blindsided, you divide the yearly cost by 12 and save that much every month. A $600 insurance bill becomes $50 a month, quietly set aside. When the bill lands, the money is already there. No stress, no scramble, no credit card. The fourth tool is what I call the 1% raise. Every time you get a pay bump, send 1 extra percent to your future bucket before you feel it. Start at 20% and a year later you might be at 22 or 23. Your lifestyle barely changes. Your future bucket grows on autopilot. And the fifth tool is the honest reset. Every 3 months, sit down and ask if your buckets still match your real life. Maybe rent went up and needs has to grow. Maybe a raise came in and future can stretch. Budgets aren't statues. They breathe with your life. Adjust them, don't abandon them. A quick note on the emotional side of this, because money is never just math. Most of us grew up with money stories we didn't choose. Maybe money felt scarce. Maybe it felt like a source of arguments. Maybe it felt shameful to talk about. Those stories follow us into adulthood and quietly shape our spending. A budget doesn't erase them, but it does something powerful. It gives you evidence. Evidence that you can plan. Evidence that you can follow through. Evidence that you're not the person you were told you were. Every time you stick to your 3 buckets, you're writing a new story. And news stories change everything downstream. Confidence, relationships, sleep. So don't just chase the numbers. Notice how you feel by day 30. Calmer at checkout, less anxious on payday, steadier when a bill lands. That feeling is the real return on this 30-day test.